CDFNL game I did was round 3, 2011, basically across the town of Limernine with South Carlick and Alvey. I didn't know who the players were, I didn't know what the teams would look like, so I had no idea. Just the joy of being the first game. It just sort of took me a while to get used to it. Now, here I am 14 years later, I'm loving every minute of it. So, yeah, my memories of the game, South Carlick won that pretty easy and they just made the grand final. So I don't think there's about, till now, I think there's about 3 or 4 players that are still running around in that day and age. I think Todd Bordenrat's one. I think Brendan Monahan's another one. Mitchy Williamson's another one. And Hayden Hickey, I think, as well. So it just brings back great memories, being a young guy, shy 17-year-old kid, just get basically for experience and everything. But here I am 14 years later and loving every minute of it. So, yeah, it's great.
Your game had a bit of historic feel for it because that was the first time that on our community station we broadcasted through 4G and not the phone line. My first game, I was thrown in the deep end. It was 2008. It was a qualifying final, Birregurra versus Lorne. At the time, OCRFM were broadcasting the Colac Tigers games. They had connection problems, so we were at the Central Reserve just going to do score updates, and ended up having to call the game between Birri and Lorne, and Lorne got the job done that day.
So my favourite moment, it's been so many, probably besides grand finals, I think, is probably when Benny Cox kicked the century twice and Don Beck kicked the century. I think it's rarely you see in modern day footy that the players kick a century in a home and away season. It just doesn't happen very often. So outside the grand finals, I think, those moments stick out the back of my mind as probably my favourite moments.
Done a few big moments, haven't we? I reckon when a player kicks a goal after the siren wins them a game, and that doesn't happen that often, but
no.
Benny Cox in 2015, he kicked the goal after the siren against the Colac Imperials. It was on a Sunday. It was a tough day for the league because unfortunately we lost Aaron Marnie the day before. And the game was just an absolute seesawing affair. And then, to have Coxie kick the goal after the siren and everyone running out the ground, it was just an amazing to call and be a part of.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been privileged enough to call so many great players around this league. Probably my favourite player, probably Benny Cox for me. Just the way, like, dual century goal kicker, premiership player. I don't think many players can have those accolades in the league. So, Coxie's probably one springs to mind. Dom Dare's another one. Brett McLeod, Mark McCormack. There's so many good players, but probably Coxie for me is probably my favourite.
My all-time favourite is Nick Whopper Harding. Just loved him. We get excited in the commentary box when he gets near the football, let alone kicks a goal. And he's just been a great journeyman from watching him at junior level right through to being a great top goal kicker and a coach as well.
For me, hard to go past Bruce McAvaney. Like, he just pretty much not only does footy, like he does the races, he calls the Olympics, athletics, you name it. But I think when I grew up listening to him and Sandy Roberts, I think that brings me back to my childhood when Channel 7 when the AFL was at its highest powers. So like Bruce is for me, and I'd probably like to lead him in his footsteps one day to be great. So Bruce is definitely my favourite.
You're not that far away, Julie. I reckon you're getting there. Mine is Ian Robertson, Robbo. I just absolutely love the way that he called, and I try and not mimic, but I sort of base my commentary on Robbo. I think he brought a lot of entertainment, but also he was really good and thorough with his call. It just again brings back a lot of memories of watching Channel 7 football. And at the back end of his calling days, he was on Fox Footy, the early Fox Footy channel days. So Robbo for me.
Yeah, the Friday night games, I think that was probably the one that you want to watch no matter who was playing. You just want to hear them commentate. That's pretty much what we do in this day and age. So I'm happy to be in their footsteps. Pretty simple. Just keep drinking lots of water during the call. I mean, obviously, probably water's probably the main thing because otherwise your tonsil gets very sore, particularly all the barracking and commentating you do. So probably drinking lots of water during the day and a lot of fluids just to keep your voice intact and your tonsils intact as well.
I'm surprised my voice actually stays around till Saturday because I'm a swim teacher, so I'm yelling at kids and telling kids what to do, but obviously that maintains my voice well. I know if I'm getting sick, I have 3 solutions. It's Bundaberg rum, green tea, and a bit of lemon. That works a treat, and that keeps my tonsils pretty well. But we seem to maintain it pretty well, don't we?
We do, yeah. Try our best to keep as professional as we can be.
Three.
For me personally, it's just the communities and the footy clubs you get, the people you get to meet around the football netball clubs. I mean, they're very welcoming. Obviously, being a kid, my father was here coaching Western Eagles back 20 odd years ago now, and obviously I still followed the league when I was watching Handle League, still with Cobden and the other clubs as well. But just more in a community environment around footy clubs. Like you go into club rooms on a Saturday night when people are having a beer after a game, and sometimes you like to be involved in that sort of thing as well. So for me personally, I think it's just the people around the clubs and the communities and all that. I think that's what makes CDFNL footy so good.
Yeah, the same. The community aspect of the league is fantastic. Also the grounds.
Yeah.
1 week we're at Lawn, last week seeing the Great Ocean Road, and 1 week we're at Alvey seeing the cow paddocks. Here we're in town at Colac Imperials today. At South Colac, you got the great view there too. Jellybrine, you got the great forests around you. So it's just a great league to be a part of.